What's good everyone? Welcome back to another video. It's Gio here. I hope you're all doing well. Today's video is going to be about how to take care of your clothing and how to make your clothing last longer. So basically I'm going to run through a few simple essential tips to just care for your clothing, look after your clothing and make your clothing last longer, because I feel like many people don't speak about this side of fashion, and this side of fashion is actually really important because it's all about keeping your clothing fresh, looking fresh, and if you don't care for your clothing, you're not going to look fresh. It's as simple as that. So if you do enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more men's fashion, and also any type of videos that you want me to film, let me know down below in the comments. And if you have any questions or comments about fashion in general, then leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. But enough chit chat, let's get into the video. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is storing your clothing. Now, you've probably heard me preach about this in many of my previous videos, and that is to not hang up knitwear and t-shirts. What I mean by that is, if you hang up heavy knitwear or any type of knitted material on a hanger, it's going to lose the shape, the neck is going to go all deformed, and you're just going to ruin your piece overall. Now, stuff like hoodies, jackets, trousers, bigger pieces like that, you can hang up and the shape will be fine, but t-shirts, knitwear, cardigans, anything like that, do not hang up because you will ruin the shape. Just fold them up and just, put them on the shelf or put them in a drawer. Trust me, I learned the hard way. I ruined a lot of my t-shirts like that, with the neck being all funny. And yeah, it's just annoying, man. Just don't do it, trust me. Okay, moving on, I want to talk to you a bit about washing your clothing. Now, it's very important that you wash your clothing on the right temperature and with the right colours, because your clothing will shrink, it will ruin the shape, the materials might deteriorate a little bit and just mess up. So you really want to be checking the inside tags before you wash your clothing, so you know what temperature to wash your clothing on. Now, I'm not going to talk too much about washing colours together. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can ask your parents or someone about washing colours if you really want to get that in-depth, information about washing them, but I'm just talking mainly about the temperature, because you do not want to shrink that brand new t-shirt or brand new jumper that you bought, because that would just be the worst. So always check the tags, make sure, especially if you're buying more expensive pieces, you definitely need to be reading the tags and learning how to wash them specific pieces, because they may have some certain materials on them that can't be washed a certain way and stuff like that. You get what I'm trying to say. But another thing about washing your clothing, now, many people actually wash their clothing more frequently than they need to. For example, if I wear a hoodie outside and I've been out for the day and I've not been sweating too much and I don't smell too much, I don't need to come home and wash that hoodie. You can give it a few more wears before you need to wash it. Now, obviously, when it comes to underwear and socks and stuff like that, you do need to wash them daily, because that's for hygienic reasons. You've got to stay fresh. But stuff like t-shirts, jumpers, hoodies, you don't need to wash them as much as you think. The less you wash your clothing, the more you're going to keep the materials, looking fresh. But obviously, don't go out there stinking and sweating because you want to keep the materials looking good. Just wash it when you need to, but not as much as you think, trust me. Moving on now, this is a very simple, normal thing that we should all do. I know it's long at times and it gets a bit annoying and sometimes you don't have time, but you need to iron your clothing. Like, this can make such a big difference on how your whole outfit looks. You could have the freshest fit on, the nicest pieces on. If it's creased and it's not ironed, it's just going to ruin it and it's not going to look good. And trust me, you'll be surprised. I see many people wearing creased clothing and it's just annoying. I know it can be stressful, because if you drive and you have a t-shirt on and you put your seatbelt on, your t-shirt automatically creases and you can't do anything about that. But if you're going out on a date or going somewhere special, iron your clothing, but also check the tags inside and check the label so you know what temperature to iron your clothing on, because you don't want to burn your clothing or, ruin it somehow with the heat from the iron, because that would just be very peak. And also make sure you've got water in your iron, because otherwise it might stick to it. Very simple shit here, but it's very needed, trust me. Another one here. Now, this is a very weird one because it doesn't happen with all types of denim, but I remember experiencing this when I was like 15 and I bought a pair of blue denim jeans. I can't remember where they were from. They were just some cheap, any type of denim. And I also bought a pair of fresh white Air Force Ones, and I didn't wash the denim before I wore it, and when I put them on and put them on with my shoes, later on in the day when I took my shoes off, there was blue dye all over the white shoes from the denim, and that's because I didn't wash the jeans first. Now if you're buying vintage denim, that's obviously not going to happen, but if you're buying a brand new pair of denim, I think it's more like the cheaper types of denim, then the blue dye will come off onto your white shoes. So basically just wash your jeans and denim before you wear them with white shoes, because the dye will come off. So bear that in mind, because it does happen with some trousers. Not all of them, but it does happen with some of them. And last but not least, that is lint rollers and bubble shavers. Now lint rollers, you've probably all seen them. You probably all have one at home. That's just easy to get dog hair off if you have pets. Like, I'm gonna tell you something, yeah? If you really want to keep your clothing fresh and like you care about your clothing, don't own any pets, because I'm telling you, hair will just stick to everywhere, and you'll be buying these lint rollers like me every single day. Now they're good because they do get dog hair off, they do get little blemishes off and stuff like that, but another item that's really good, which I've not actually used, I've just seen people using it on YouTube, and that is basically a bubble shaver. Now you know when you buy clothing and over time you get them little bubbles that are just annoying and you try to pick them off. A bubble shaver, you can literally just shave them off and keep your piece looking really fresh. It's something that I've not got yet, but I'm definitely going to invest into because it's just very, very needed. Now, I think that's about it for this topic. I just wanted to speak on this because I feel like a lot of people don't really speak about subjects on this side of fashion and clothing, but it is important because it's all about looking fresh, feeling fresh, and keeping your clothing fresh. So yeah, I just had to drop a quick video on that. Let me know what you think about this video down below in the comments. Also, my Instagram has got deleted. I don't know why, but I'm stressed out. Like, I'm mad stressing out. But I'm trying to get it back. Hopefully I'm going to get it back. We'll just have to wait and see. So if you're trying to find me on Instagram and you can't, that's obviously the reason why. But yeah, until the next video, take care of yourself, stay safe, stay productive.